Sorry it took me so long to get us a car. The chief should be back by now. I'll take you to her at once.
I guess being able to use a car like this is a privilege just for gyps. A lot of roads are blocked off.
Yes, Gyps is restricting traffic across the city.
I feel like it's been forever since we were here.
Brings back memories. Except for that clock. That clock definitely looks different than I remember. Alright, the whole Gyps organization is different.
It's certainly changed from the previous world. This world's Gyps branches have been unified under Chief Miyako Hotsuin, after all. And she does things a little different from Chief Yamato Hotsuin.
Thank you for coming, Miss Sako.
Chief Hotsuin, I brought the tamers from earlier to see you.
Yes, thank you for coming, all of you. Things were rather rushed earlier. I never got a proper chance to introduce myself. I am Miyako Hotsuin, Chief of Gyps. It is a pleasure making your acquaintance. Thank you. There's no need. I've already received reports on each of you. To point, you are Ionita, correct? Gyps extends a welcome to you all.
Huh? That easy? We thank you for your hospitality, Chief.
There's no need for formalities. From your battle with Denebola, I can tell you're very talented demon tamers. We always welcome talent here.
You're right. Yamato always had a thing for talented people. That's another thing you two have in common. Are you sure you aren't related to Yamato?
Yamato. You've mentioned that name a number of times. Whom are you speaking of? He's the Chief of Gyps. In the previous world, that is. What do you mean by previous world? Well, the world we used to live in. I mean, you may not believe this, but we regressed the world once. Regressed the world? Yes. You see, in the previous world, mankind was faced with a calamity, a crisis of extinction. We were invaded by the administrator known as Polaris and her servants, the Septentrions. The chief of Gyps in that world was Yamato Hotsuin. We worked together with Gyps to defeat the Septentrions and Polaris. And we left El Saiduk in control of the Akashic Record to regress the world. Oh, his real name is Alcor, though. He's the one who passed on the rituals for demon summoning to the Hotsuin family, who could already control the Dragon Stream.
Yeah, what she said, and we were all there. We all fought the administrator in the previous world before coming to this one. So, this isn't our first time on this ride. And now you think we're crazy.
I see. So there was another world before this one. A world that pursued a different history altogether. Quite intriguing.
Wait, you actually believe all this?
Yes. You must understand. Earlier today, a being of the Triangulum appeared. That seems to rend most common sense. Another few anomalies on top of that certainly wouldn't perturb me.
Wow, I can get on board with this new chief. You're much easier to talk to than Yamato. Thanks, Miyako-chan.
Miyako-chan? If you please, refrain from referring to me so casually.
Oh, sorry about that.
Back to this Yamato Hotsuin individual. I have never heard of such a name within Gyps or the Hotsuin family.
Not even in your family? It's not very likely he's simply not involved with Gyps.
Well, at the very least, I have no knowledge of a Yamato anywhere in the history of my family. I will contact my relatives just to be certain, but the answer will likely be the same. I'm not sure how to respond to that accusation. I am Miyako Hotsuin, and no one else. As far as I'm aware, your Yamato Hotsuin does not exist in this world.
What? Did he disappear when we regressed the world? But how? Why?
Did we create a reality where Yamato doesn't exist?
How is that possible? But is that why Psyduke hasn't appeared in this world either?
Ah, yes. About this Psyduke character. I have never encountered him either.
Then...
However, there is a story shared amongst the Hotsuin family that describes such an individual. A being that appeared to my ancestors and passed down the gift of summoning demons. Perhaps that being is the Psyduke you speak of. I had brushed off such a story as mere legend. I certainly hadn't thought such an individual would exist.
That's him! That being is Psyduke! Phew, at least that means he exists in this world. Can't your agents look for him?
Unfortunately, no. According to the Hotsuin family's legend, he is an inhuman being that is beyond our control. Even Gyps lacks the means to track down one such as him.
So we're back to no Yamato and no Psyduke. But if Yamato doesn't exist in this world, is it possible that others may have disappeared too?
You're right! What about everyone else?
What others are you referring to?
Our friends! The people we fought alongside in the previous world. Besides us, and the people in Gyps, they're Ronaldo Kuriki, Junko Torii, Keita Wakui, and Yuzuru Akie, who tends to go by Joe. Please, would you help us find them?
Are these individuals also demon tamers?
Yes, if they exist in this world too, then I believe they're already demon tamers. They helped us defeat the administrator.
Then I see no reason to decline. I'll divert some resources to tracking them down. And I'll do what I can regarding Psyduke and this Yamato Hotsuin person.
Thank you. Please find our friends.
I will do everything within my power. But please do not get your hopes up in regards to Psyduke and Yamato Hotsuin. Now then, there's something I'd like to discuss with you all. It is in relation to the crisis that came upon mankind in this previous world you speak of. At this moment, the world is faced with an extremely similar challenge. This time, the invasion of the Triangulum.
Oh, right, the Triangulum. We wanted to ask about that, too.
I would only assume so. I will certainly share the intel that Gyps has gathered in regards to the Triangulum. Allow me to begin. This world is under threat by creatures known as the Triangulum. They are led by the Administrator Arcturus. It is accompanied by two others, Denebula and Spica. These three beings are the invading force.
Spica, Denebula, Arcturus. They're stars, the spring triangle.
Those are 3 stars that appear in the night sky, but only during spring, right?
That's right. I'm surprised you knew that, Io. If stars are involved, then maybe these invaders are related to the Septentrions. Arcturus can become a pole star, so maybe it's just like Polaris.
The Triangulum's objective is the annihilation of mankind. Modern weapons have no effect on them. Only Gyps, with our ability to launch spiritual attacks, can stand up to them. We've made preparations over the centuries to be ready for the Triangulum. That includes training demon tamers and constructing towers which form a barrier to protect this country. I hope this will impart unto you the severity of the Triangulum threat. If we are defeated, mankind will surely perish. That is why, in order to save this world, I ask for your cooperation. Indeed, I have received a comprehensive report from my staff about the demon summoning application. Shortly after Denebula's appearance, I was informed that the summoning app we make use of was being distributed amongst civilians. As demon tamers, you all make use of this demon summoning application, am I correct?
Yeah?
And you are clearly powerful enough to subjugate even Denebula. That is why I must insist that you cooperate with Gyps from this point forward. Thank you.
We have to deal with the Triangulum anyway. Fighting alongside Gyps would be much better.
Plus, if we stick with Gyps, we can use the terminals and find everyone else.
I see you know about the terminals as well. Your claims of a previous world are becoming more and more credible. After all, even among Gyps, only a select few know about the terminal network. Miss Kano is currently making updates to the network at our Osaka headquarters. It should be online by tomorrow.
Oh, right! Fumi's in Osaka.
Indeed, she is performing anti-triangulum research and making final adjustments on the terminals, which is why you cannot see her now, unfortunately. Her work should let up sometime tomorrow afternoon. In any case, I have had quarters prepared for each of you. Please, stay here from today onwards. Now that demons roam the streets freely, there is no safer location than a Gyps branch.
What about our families?
No need to concern yourself. Your families will be kept under Gyps protection. That's the least I can do in return for your cooperation.
Thank you!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have some matters to attend to. Miss Sako, I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Well, this is the Gyps of this world. Gyps after the regression. Chief Yamato Hotsuin has been replaced by the new chief, Miyako Hotsuin. And we must fight the Triangulum now, not the Septentrions.
Gyps is different too. There's so much about this world that's not the same as before. But the biggest issue is that Yamato's simply gone.
We don't know for sure that he's gone. Maybe he's just living a life that has nothing to do with Gyps. If he's out there, we'll find him.
Right. Yeah, I shouldn't just assume that. Yeah, let's stay positive. He is alive. Somewhere. We need to find Psyduke and the others, too. They're all here in this world. They have to be.
I agree, but for the time being, options are limited. Our primary focus must be reuniting with our comrades in arms, including Psyduke and Chief Yamato Hotsuin. All the while, we must protect this world from the threat of the Triangulum.
You're right. We need to focus on the Triangulum. At least now we have Gyps helping us out. Even though we still don't have much of a grasp on what's going on, at least we made some progress, right? And that Miyako-chan seems nice, right? Very understanding. And she believed us, too. I like that about her.
That definitely all went smoothly.
True, but it caught me a bit by surprise. I didn't expect her to just believe us. It's like it's all going too smoothly, too easily.
Well, she is the chief of Gyps. Maybe she's just more accepting of weird things like this. Our story's certainly not any weirder than this Triangulum stuff.
I guess you're right.
Either way, it may take some time to find the rest of our friends. Your rooms are ready and I'll make sure food is sent up. Get some sleep tonight. You guys earned it.
Then demolish that old facility and secure grounds for combat. Lure out the demons to that area, surround them, and eliminate them all.
But there are a few survivors inside the facility. Are we going to abandon them?
It's unfortunate, but we have no choice. There's nothing we can do for them. The handful of survivors left inside are not worth the lives of the entire shelter that stands in the demon's path.
Gyps is supposed to protect mankind. How can we decide who lives and who dies?
We make these decisions because we are mankind's protectors. Please consider this discussion resolved. Even as we speak, the demons are closing in. Commence the operation at once.
Yes, ma'am.
These agents must learn to keep their emotions separate from their judgment. Huh? So, you heard. I do not take kindly to eavesdroppers. I admit, I'm slightly surprised that you're not getting worked up over my orders just now. I'm not sure if that's some cold ideology, a general lack of empathy, or something in between. But if you intend to continue fighting alongside Gyps, there's something I'd like you to keep in mind. Sometimes you must sacrifice the few to save the many. As Gyps, this is the best we can do. You mean Yamato Hotsuin? I take it he was the chief of Gyps in your previous world. What do you mean, different? I see. He valued the strong, even at the expense of the weak. I can understand the root of that belief. But I simply believe that all human lives have equal value. In this time of chaos, so many lives are at risk. There is only one ideal course of action we can take. Whatever choice saves the most lives is the correct one. That's all there is to it. In considering worth, numbers are a logical criterion, free of subjectivity. In order to save as many lives as we possibly can, we have no choice but to sacrifice the few. As can be expected from someone who saw the devastation of the Septentrions. One who fought Polaris and survived. Considering your ample intelligence, surely you understand the importance of the choices we must make. You will likely find yourself pressed with such a decision one day. When that time comes, please, don't let me down. Well then, I should be going. Please, Miss Nita, there's no need to worry about it. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Working undercover? Are you a spy? I'm not here to gather intel. I came to see Miss Miyako. I wanted to thank Miss Miyako for protecting my family. I never want to lose them ever again. Since my parents are safe this time, I can fight even harder. I won't lose anybody. But, by the way, what do you think about Miss Miyako? I think so too. Even with all our memories back, there's so much we don't know. This world is so crazy. It's really helpful to have someone like Miss Miyako. She seems like a very kind person. I mean, she went out of her way to think about our parents. And with all the things Gyps is doing to help now, it seems like she's really commanding them with the people in mind. Although, there is something bothering me. Well, I feel like Chief Hotsuin isn't even looking at us. Not really. Okay, when we first met Chief Hotsuin... I mean Yamato. Anyways, it always felt like he was appraising us and judging our ability. I mean, they aren't the same person, of course, so it makes sense they'd be different. It's just, I have this feeling, like Miss Miyako isn't even watching us. Her eyes are always somewhere distant. You're joking, right? If her vision was that bad, I'm sure she'd be wearing glasses. I wonder if Miss Miyako has a ton of contingency plans on her mind, like Yamato did. Maybe that's why she doesn't have time to worry about us. I'm sorry. I know it's pointless to be troubled by this. What's important is that we keep doing the very best we can. Well, I'll see you later.
Dude, don't sneak up on me like that. So, anyways, what's up? You need something? Totally. I mean, what? How did you know? Come on, man. Can't you be a little more sensitive? You don't have to just blurt it out like that. So, hey, what do you think about her? Ah, damn it, you moron! You put that image in my head. No, curse you! Give her back. Ah, damn, you've ruined this for me. You happy now? Wait, think about it. Does Prince Arrogant High Inquisitor of Stuck-Uppedness have the cool charm, the sheer awesome she has? I think not. Ah, Miyako-chan. So adorable. She can be the chief of my heart anytime she likes. Hey, that has a nice ring to it. Huh? Me? Over Io? Yeah, don't be crazy. I'll never be over Io. She's like above chief of my heart. She's chief of everything. But hey, a guy can dream, can't he? Besides, there's nothing wrong with a confident gentleman such as myself idolizing two lovely ladies. Am I right? I mean, hey, it's not like I have a girlfriend, right? Heck, I probably never will. It's times like these we gotta use our gift of imagination. We have to let our dreams take flight, man. See, this is why we're bros. We see things the same way, you and I. Come on, man, take my hand. Together, we'll fly into the world of imagination. What the hell am I talking about? Maybe I should stop talking before I say something embarrassing. I'm feeling kind of bushed anyways. I'm gonna head out now. Laters.
Karamachi used to be so beautiful. Hina and I worked so hard to prepare for our show. But we really shouldn't be performing or writing music when the world's falling apart like this. Hey, what do you think's gonna happen? Yeah, we can't count on anybody else to stand up and fight. The fate of this world depends on us. I bet there will be more like Denebola. If others do appear... Of course we will. Denebola was a pushover. We can take whatever they throw at us. I'll never let them do this again. Never! Oh, sorry. I got a little caught up there. I think that cheered me up, though. Thanks. What are you, stupid? I wasn't your little sister in the last world, and I'm sure as hell not your little sister now. Oh, why do you always dodge the subject like this? Well, I've got to go anyways. I want to look around here some more.
What the? Oh, it's just you. Sorry, I guess I'm a little distracted. I was just thinking about what Miyako-chan told us. I mean, we all agreed to help out, but have you stopped to actually think this through? The Triangulum are attacking, and the Void's closing in all around us. We went through so much to defeat Polaris, but the world still ended up like this. You're strong as always. Not just when we fight, but at times like these, too. You're right. Complaining isn't gonna solve anything. And hey, at the very least, this new chief of Gyps is kinda cute, right?
Ah, the two of you are here.
Whoa! Hey, Miyako-chan!
Miyako-chan, I believe I requested that you not refer to me as such. No one has ever addressed me in such a manner. It feels rather unnatural.
There's a first time for everything. I mean, hey, you are younger than us, right?
I am 17, so I suppose that is accurate, but nonetheless.
Then Miyako-chan it is!
I have no reason to forbid you from using such informalities, but it is rather embarrassing. No matter, we can discuss it later. That aside, it seemed as though you were having a rather serious conversation. What about?
Oh, we were just talking about the Triangulum. Things are gonna get pretty tough. That reminds me, how far has the Void spread? I mean, how much of the world is still safe?
Well, in a crisis like this, there are hardly any areas that can be classified as safe. Even where the Void is kept at bay, demon attacks are increasing steadily. There is no reason to hide the truth. The Void has already devoured an extremely vast amount of territory. Just hours after Denebola's appearance, Shikoku vanished. Soon afterwards, we lost contact with our branches in Beppu, Sapporo, and Fukuoka. Only moments ago, I received reports that Kyushu and Hokkaido were taken as well, along with their towers. Yes, it is spreading at a truly terrifying rate. And currently, aside from Tokyo, we only have contact with 2 cities, Osaka and Nagoya.
You can't be serious! It hasn't even been a day since the first of the Triangulum appeared. When the Septentrions invaded, we still had Fukuoka and Sapporo at least. It's all happening so much faster this time. This is really bad.
I know nothing of the Septentrions, but I can say that the rate of the Void's encroachment is dire. There's no time to mourn our losses just yet. That threat is why we are restricting information. The last thing we need is the public falling into mass hysteria. Indeed. At the moment, any number not registered with the Gyps base station has been cut off. Most of the infrastructure is offline anyhow. Many base stations have been swallowed by the Void. Nevertheless, we are blocking calls on our end as well. We've also had to restrict transportation in order to keep civilians from entering areas already taken by the Void.
Oh man, this keeps getting worse.
Indeed.
Chief Hotsui, we've lost another sector to the Void.
I need a full report on the scale of our losses and its impact. Well then, I must return to my duties. Please excuse me.
This isn't good. What are we gonna do? Definitely, the world's in danger. Again, this time from the Triangulum. We gotta find everyone else, everyone we fought alongside in the previous world. Plus, we need to figure out why Yamato isn't here, and why Psyduke isn't descending from the sky to help us. Not to mention, finding out why the world turned out this way. Is the reason the same as before? Mankind lost its potential? Or did something else happen? That's all we can do right now. That's what we have to do. Tomorrow's a new day, my friend. We just have to keep on going.
Hello, Master. Well done in surviving another day. I can only imagine your anxiety at being faced with this new world and its curiosities. Among them, the Chief of Gyps isn't Master Yamato, but a mysterious girl who calls herself Miyako Hotsuin. And the world is being invaded again, except by the Triangulum, not the Septentrions. What might this portend? His Excellency has not accessed the sites since the service has been reactivated. I cannot speak to his intentions at this time. I apologize. I can, however, offer you a summary of the events from this day. Would you care to listen? Understood. Well then, first, you accessed our website, Nicaea, after your examinations. You sagely selected a male curator, and I thank you very much for it. Following that, you attended the Ihina Stars concert at the Sky Tower, and one of the Triangulum appeared. Denebula. Denebula bombarded the tower. The surrounding area was devastated by the assault, and you were caught in the destruction. By forging a new contract, you became a demon tamer once more, along with Master Daichi and Mistress Io, and the two of them regained their memories of the previous world as well. After the attack, you searched the area for Gyps agents in order to learn more of the crisis afflicting the world. And at this time, you are reunited with Mistresses Makoto and Otome. I am glad their memories have been restored as well. You also encountered Mistresses Airi and Hinako, and they once more fought at your side. The two of them also regained their memories of the previous world. There was speculation that your old friends' memories will return when you reunite with them. You then tracked down Denebula and battled it high atop the Sky Tower, defeating it in splendid fashion. However, a new face appeared, the so-called Chief Miyako Hotsuin. She captured the injured Denebula. After this, you were escorted to the Gyps Tokyo branch and met with this Miyako Hotsuin once again. There, you agreed to cooperate with Gyps in order to do battle against the Triangulum invaders. And in return, Gyps agreed to assist in locating your former compatriots. On the whole, Miyako Hotsuin seemed amicable, but it might be a tad hasty to make up your mind about her just yet. Anyhow, this concludes my overview of this day's goings-on. May your tomorrow be a nice day as well.
Wednesday. The one of honed edges sunders the gates of the netherworld and leads death unto this land.
Guys. Anyone?
Devil Survivor 2. Wednesday, the one of honed edges sunders the gates of the netherworld and leads death unto this land.
Anyone? Please answer me. Guys!
Shijima.
Yamato.
You're alive. It seems we're the only ones who made it.
We are... Go me. So... everyone else was... killed by Arcturus?
Shijima.
That's a lot of blood. What the hell? This is really bad, isn't it? How did things turn out like this? The world was supposed to be peaceful. Isn't that why we regressed it? Is it because he wasn't here?
Shh. Be quiet, Shijima. Don't try to talk.
I'm glad you're alive, Yamato. You're a jerk, but still.
I told you to be quiet.
I'm sure you'll do something to stop the world from ending.
The world, huh? I think it's my end as well. No, this can't be it. It won't end like this.
Yamato Hotsuin.
Alcor.
Your potential is not truly exhausted. Not yet. If you wish it, then...
Arcturus. What the hell was that dream? I died and... Oh, I don't feel so good. Everyone was dead. Wait, but he wasn't there. What a weird dream.
He's still asleep. No change in appearance. I'll need to check his administrative authority as well. What are you saying? I came here because I have something to tell you. It's about the locations of the friends you mentioned yesterday. I've diverted some manpower to search for them. You need the locations of Keita Wakui, Junko Torii, Yuzuru Akie, and Ronaldo Kuriki. Those are the 4 you wish me to seek, correct? Yes, about Mr. Yamato Hotsuin. I contacted the other members of the Hotsuin family to ask if they know anyone by that name. But unfortunately, no such man exists within the Hotsuin family. We will continue our search, but know that even we cannot find someone who does not exist. I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful in this matter. Your reaction tells me that this Yamato must have been very important to you. However, it is likely I will only be able to locate the ones I mentioned to you earlier. I haven't uncovered so much as a single clue about Psyduke. He might not even be traceable, despite our best efforts. In the meantime, let us discuss your stay here at Gyps. Essentially, you are free to do as you wish. As long as you avoid putting yourself in danger, you are free to leave the branch as well. One of the triangulum will appear each day, so it is a safe assumption that one will emerge later on. Please, be careful. Is that so? Another commonality between the triangulum and the septentrions. Also, one more thing.
Hello, wakey wakey!
Daichi, you should knock first.
Huh?
Are we interrupting you two and your intense gazing at each other?
Well, that concludes the report I have for you. Please excuse me.
Whoa! Hold on, dude. What's up with the passionate oogling? What's going on between you two? Wait. Did she... Did she spend the night here? What? But you... Answering with your chest all puffed out like that. Wait a darn minute. That pride just makes it even more suspicious. Lies! Lies, I say! Well, fine. For now, I'll just have to interrogate you about this alleged relationship with Miyako-chan later. So, what else were you guys talking about? I see. So she said Yamato really might not exist in this world.
But just because he isn't a member of Miyako's family doesn't mean he doesn't exist, right? We can't give up just yet. Let's try looking for him on our own, too.
Yeah. It looks like we'll have to make do without him in the meantime, though. We have more than enough to keep us busy. We still need to find everyone else and deal with the triangulum.
Yeah, you're right. Even if Yamato isn't with us, we have to do whatever we can. Oh, by the way, I went to look around the city this morning.
Me too. Everyone seemed pretty irritated. Can't say I blame them, though. Being stranded without any way to find out what's going on.
The evacuation site was full of people who can't go home. And everyone was terrified by the rumors of demons. Oh, that's my phone. Sorry, hold on for just a second. Hello? I'm at Gyps right now. Daichi and I are with him. Okay, we'll meet you there.
Who was that?
That was Irie. She's with Hinako. They're looking around the city right now, but they wanted to meet up at Tokyo Station. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. You'll be able to check out the city while we walk.
Alright, Tokyo Station it is. Let's get ready quick and head out. Hey, it's kinda off topic, but I'm really glad we can use our phones again.
Even if it's only among a few people, being able to stay in contact is really helpful. I think cooperating with Gyps was the right decision.
So, what do you guys think of the new chief? Pretty great, huh? And she seems nice.
Yeah, I guess she does seem nice, but...
Right? Plus, I kinda like it when a girl is all commanding and bossing me around. Gets me all motivated and stuff, you know?
Whoa there, Daichi. Even if the new chief is pretty cute, you gotta keep the fantasies on the inside, alright?
Wow, that's low. Even for you, Daichi.
When did you two show up? I wasn't fantasizing about anything. Where did you get a super crazy idea like that? Right, EO?
See, even EO doesn't know what to say. I know scorn when I see it.
It too, EO? Oh, come on, man, back me up here. What? Seriously, man? Was it that obvious?
We're just joking with you. You're too easy, Daichi.
You're too mean.
All right, that's enough teasing Daichi. So did you guys just get here?
So, no luck on Yamato.
I hope we can at least find the others safe and sound.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you have any weird dreams?
What kind of dreams?
We were just talking about it before you got here. I had almost the same exact dream as me last night. So we were wondering if any of you had the dream too.
That's got nothing to do with it, you moron! That's not how dreams work. Anyhow, it's not the most pleasant dream to talk about. Everyone who fought Polaris with us in the previous world was in it, and we were all dying. I got killed too.
Huh? No way, I had the same dream.
Me too. Everyone else was injured, collapsed on the ground, and then I died too.
Daichi and Io too, huh? What's going on? That's 4 out of 5. What about you? Hey, don't get snappy with me. It's way too early in the morning for that. But you didn't have the dream, huh? Strange.
But how the heck did the rest of us all have the same dream? And why are you the only one who didn't? What's the difference between you and us?
What was that dream? It felt so strange. Almost real.
Everyone's bodies were all scattered, and I was injured too, collapsed on the ground. I didn't see the thing that attacked us. I don't know how I died either. But I do know one thing. I feel certain that the thing that did this to us was called Arcturus.
I remember that name too. Arcturus. When I died, I felt so much anger and sadness. And I think Yamato was there too, fighting alongside us.
Yeah, I saw him too. In the dream, he was still Chief of Gyps.
The thing is, you weren't there. Like you didn't exist at all.
That's right. In the dream, I said something about it. It was something like, this all happened because you weren't there.
I had almost the exact same dream. You didn't have the dream, right? Let me try and put it into words for you. All our friends from the previous world were there, but lying on the ground, dead. The last I remember was that thing. It killed everyone and it was coming for me and I died. That's when I woke up. I couldn't see what it was. All I remember is the name, Arcturus. Miyako wasn't there, but Yamato was, and he was the chief of Gyps, like old times. And in the dream, I don't know how I know it, but you didn't exist at all.
It's eerie. That's almost an exact replica of my dream.
Me too, but there was no one on the ground in mine. I don't know... Wait, I died first. That's why I didn't see any of you guys hurt. I died first. Maybe you didn't have the dream, so you couldn't be in it? Like some kind of dream telepathy?
That aside for now, what do you think that Arcturus thing was? In the dream, it killed all of us.
Yeah, Miyako mentioned it yesterday. She said the Triangulum is made up of Denebula, Spica, and their administrator, Arcturus. If only one of the Triangulum appears each day, that means Arcturus will attack today or tomorrow. Is there significance to our dream?
It's ominous, that's for sure. Could it be some kind of prophecy? Some sign of what's coming? Am I reading too much into it?
Do you really think this might be some kind of premonition? Wait, if we're witnessing a scene in the future where we get killed, is it like a death video?
Don't say stuff like that! But if it's true, does that mean we'll all be killed by Arcturus?
But it doesn't match up perfectly. I mean, he wasn't in the battle at all, and Yamato was with us. There must be some significance to those differences, right? It can't just be random.
There's no way of knowing for sure. Too much is unclear. It's impossible to be sure if this is some kind of prophecy or premonition. But we shouldn't forget about these dreams.
Yeah. For now, I guess we'll just have to wait until we get some news about the others. Maybe some of them had the dream too.
Hey, let's walk around the city for a little longer then, okay?